Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to our Tuesday live session on balance and harmony. Trust you are having a great time and welcome to December. Welcome to December. We all know that December can be really, really, really tough and full of we being all over the place. But when you organize yourself very well, December can be a time to remember, filled with lovely memories and things like that. So let's go over to what we have today. So today we'll be talking about this year was supposed to have been my year. Just try and go back and remember your 2024 when you are about to enter 2025 and you just believed so much the way you are believing now that 2026 is going to be your year. That is the way you believed that 2025 was going to be your year. You know, some of us, we have our new year resolutions, we have our plans, we have our goals, we have our dreams. So we are in December 2nd, about to enter a new year. What happened for those people that feel that this year was not their year? For those that feel that things did not happen the way they wanted it to happen. So what happened? That is the question. What happened? You hoped, you declared, you prayed, but somehow still here, yet the year is not feeling like the way you wanted it to feel. It can be in your family, it can be in your job, it can be financially, it can be in your health. I know how many people that got health scares. I had my health scares this year. I had health scares this year. So if you are planning, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, and all of a sudden something hits you down and you cannot go. Or maybe it's finances. Maybe it can be anything you planned, but it did not go the way you wanted it. So the question we're asking ourselves, what happened? So through this video, we know that life happens. We know that challenges happen. We know that the uncertainty, the unspoken, the unthinkable could have happened. But like I always say, there are things you can control. My question to you, those things you can control, did you control them? Were you able to control them? Were you able to control the things you could control? That is my question to you. So why did the year become the way it was? The good, the bad, the ugly. So I'm going from the point of it did not happen the way you want it to happen. That's from that point I'm going. So if you are here with me and your this year went well for you, write in the comment section and say yes, this year went well for me. And I was able to achieve 60% of my goals, of my dreams. I was able to achieve 70% of my dreams. I was able to achieve 80% of my dream. Write it in the comment section and I tell you congratulations. But if this year it did not really go as you expected, you understand what happened? So if you know already, you can share with me, but I'll be bringing some things because this December is a time of reflection. As we are celebrating, as we are giving gifts, as we are partying, we need to also reflect. I went off a live session with Coach Ngozi. We're talking about reflection, reflecting, learning your lessons, your learning points. So what happened? The first thing I would say is that a lot of us go into the new year or whatever unplanned. We don't plan ourselves. That's the first thing. You don't plan yourself. You have goals, yes. You say you want to lose weight. You say you want to get a new job. You say you want to do this and you want to do that thing. But did you plan it? Did you come down to have those 1, 2, 3, 4 steps that would create that change? Did you really plan it? That's my first question. Most of us we live in survival mode from January to December. Survival mode is you living like a flood. Everything comes, it moves you. It moves you to the right. The flood comes, moves you to the right, you go to the right. The flood comes, moves you to the left, you go to the left. That is survival mode. You are moving, you are grabbing anything that comes your way. Like I said in the beginning, I know there are so many uncertain things, there's so many things you cannot control about life, but there are some things you can control. So were you able to plan those things? Were you able to control those things this year? If not, next year, get a plan. I want to build a house. What kind of house? Is it a two-story building? Is it a bungalow? Does it have one room? Does it have five rooms? Is the cost 1 million? Is the cost 500,000? Make a plan. Stop living on survival mode. Make a plan. Make a plan. Wake up every day with a plan. Don't be a firefighter, living always on emergency. That would make you feel constantly overwhelmed. There's no quarterly structure. There's no weekly structure. There's no monthly structure. That is not okay at all. That is not okay at all. I'm reading a book. I finished reading it. I'm reading it all over again. It said it's called the 12-week year. And I recommend it to us. The 12-week year. If you can read that book, read that book. It's about, instead of you planning one whole year, because some of us will plan the year, we'll start January, February, and we are done with all what we planned. But if you learn to plan 12 weeks, 12 weeks is about 3 months, you plan only that 3 months, it will help you to stay in your rhythm. It will help you to stay according to plan than for you to plan the whole year if that is a challenge for you. So try to plan, make out a plan and try to stick to it so that the year don't become so chaotic for you. Secondly, like I said, you have your goals, you have your dreams, you have what you want to do, but you don't have any system. There's no system that you have that will help you to achieve that. There is no system that you have that will help you to achieve those goals that you have. You need systems. And in systems goes with routines, goes with you having good habits, goes with you having accountability. That is a system. So how many of you have systems in your goals? You want to lose weight. What is your plan? What is your system? You want to leave your job to want to have another job. What is your plan? What is your system? You have to have a system. You have to have a plan. And most of us don't have that. You don't have that. You only see your goals. We always make a vision plan, you understand, which is very good. You look at it every day. You are working on your mental power. But what about the actions, the daily actions you can take? You understand? You need to put systems in place, and that is what is failing you. The third thing that happens is that me and you will start so much with high energy, we start so much with everything, and we don't rest. We don't put in a system. It's also a system of rest and taking breaks. We'll now break down, then we'll now leave it. We call it abandoned project. You abandon your project because you did not put in a rest, you did not put in break. You say, this 2025 is going to be my year, and you start from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. You start like that. By the time you end January, you end February, you are tired, you are exhausted. You cannot anymore. You cannot anymore. You cannot anymore. And that is the problem. And that is the problem. So you need to put rest. You need to put break. The thing when you don't rest, when you don't take breaks, when you don't have time of you being silent, you are no more creative. You are no more clear. There is no clarity. Your decision making is poor. And of course, at the end of the day, it will lead you to burnout. Don't think you should use the whole 24 hours in a day to work. Neither do you think you should use, neither should you use the whole 7 days in a week to work. You need to put in your rest and your breaks according to how you are living. Very, very important. The third thing I would say that many of us do that makes us not to achieve the things that we want to, fourth thing rather, we've talked about making a plan, making system, taking a rest, and Stop doing everything alone. Stop doing everything alone. Try to ask for support. Try to ask for support. Stop doing every single thing alone. It is not easy. You get tired. The Bible says that a one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000, 10x. 10x. Even the Bible, most of the books we read, most of the theories, most of the principles we listen, it's in the Bible. That's why one of the books I use for my coaching session is the Bible, the principles of the Bible. One will chase 1,000, two 10,000. What about three? What about four? So, but you need the right support system. You need the right support system. So maybe you did 2025 alone. Maybe you did not have the right connection. That is not okay. You need the right connection. You need to ask for help. You need the right coach. You can ask for a family member. You can ask for a mentor. You can connect a coach. I had a client that was she said to me, Coach Ify, these things you told me, some of them I knew them before, but I never did them. But because I was talking to you, because you are holding me accountable, I was able to achieve them. That was the power. That is the power of maybe having a coach. Then asking for help. Ask for help. Ask for people to help you. Stop doing. You get tired. You get worn out. The next thing I would say is that you don't have the right mindset. Listen, I sent a voice note to my mom's group and to another group that I have. I said to them, you have to be open to change. You have to embrace challenge because they will come. Ah, they will come. They will come. I work as a medical assistant, and as a medical assistant, we plan the day when the patients are coming, when they will go to their ultrasound, where they will go to their to take blood, and we just plan when they will see the doctors and everything like that. But how many times do these plans work the way we planned it? Doesn't always. But the truth is that without these plans, it will become more chaotic. But this plan at least gives us a route, a path to follow. You understand? But we know already that there will be somebody that's going to come too early for the appointment. There will be somebody that's going to come too late for the appointment. There will be somebody that will not come for the appointment. And there will be people that don't have appointment that will be there. So that is we being open. You are being open to change. You are being open to challenges. See 2020, 2021, 2020, 2021, what happened to all of us? Challenge of COVID. Sometimes you can have the challenge of your car. You can have the challenge of your health. You can have a challenge in your family. What happens? Your mindset of facing fears, your mindset of having confidence, your mindset of refusing to overthink, your solution mindset instead of magnifying the problem helps you go through the year in a better way. So learn to build the mindsets that are very important. And if you're a woman, my book is coming out. It's called The Double Woman Theory. And in that theory, there are some mindsets that you should have. And those mindsets, they are not only for moms, they're not only for women, they're for every single person. You need to have the right mindset so that when challenges comes, you're looking for solution. Your mind is big enough to catch it. You have enough space to catch it. Because people, they plan 1 + 1 is 2, 1 + 2 is 3. All of a sudden, 1 + 1 it's not giving them 2, and they become stranded, they become stagnant. No, you have to look for another way to get to where you are going to. So have the right mindset. The wrong mindset has played tricks on you this year. The wrong mindset played tricks on you this year. Don't allow it to happen to you next year. The two last ones, then I will go to what you maybe do, what things you can do to make 2026 better is consistency. One of my mentors will say, take a simple idea and take it seriously. Take a simple idea and take it seriously. What most of us will do is that January will plant a seed. We wait one day, we wait 2 days, it's not growing, we open to see what is going on. You have to be consistent. Continue doing what you are doing. Leave the results. Results will come. Results are good. Results are a feedback. You understand? Results are why we are doing whatever we want to do, part of it. You understand? It's part of why we are doing what we are doing. But you need consistency. You need to continue to do that thing that you are doing. Continue doing it consistently. If it's weekly, consistently. If it's monthly, continue. If it's daily, do those things. That simple thing, that simple idea, that simple habit, do it and do it consistently. You know, we all get easily motivated. It's the new year. Oh, we are all motivated. It's Christmas, we are all motivated. But after their motivation dies, what next? Motivation is good, it gets you started. Motivation is good, it gets you started. But it is consistency that keeps you moving. It is consistency is a system. We talked about system. Consistency is one of such system because even small actions done consistently is a game changer. Like they say, little drops of water make a mighty ocean. So the other thing that people underestimate and makes them to have chaotic years or a chaotic year is they don't understand their stress triggers. They don't understand their stress patterns, their stress language, their temperament. They don't understand it. They overlook it, they downplay it. Just knowing what stresses you, how you react to stress, when you overthink, what do you do, all those things. Knowing those things can help you to navigate your life in a better way. You'll be able to set better boundaries. You know, okay, going to this place makes me to react this way. Then you set a boundary with that person, with that place, with that thing. You avoid, you try to overcome some things. You know, when you're overworking, when you're overthinking, when you are eating emotionally, when you're not eating, when you're not sleeping enough, and you want to achieve your dreams, when you're always people pleasing, when you're always saying yes to everything. Know how to avoid or remove your stress triggers in 2026. Know how to avoid and how to start removing your stress triggers in 2026. These are some of the things that you might have done wrong in 2025. So if you are listening to me, which of these things affected you that made you to say, I did not achieve my dream? Was it that you did not plan? Was it that you did not but again, did not have good systems in place? Was it that you were not resting enough, you got tired and you gave up? Was it that you did not ask for help, you were trying to carry 100 kilogram all by yourself? Was it that you did not have the right mindset? You know, if you don't have the right mindset, you easily give up. You're not resilient enough. Is it that you were not consistent? You were motivated, but you were not consistent? And is it that you did not know your stress triggers? I'll call it, you do not know yourself. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is one of the first modules, one of the first courses I teach in my coaching classes, especially my one-on-one. You have to get to know yourself. And the funny thing about knowing yourself, we keep evolving. That's the funniest thing about knowing ourselves. We keep evolving because we keep getting exposed to new situations, to new people, then you evolve. So you need to get to know yourself. So what do you want to start doing, to make 2026 the year that you say, yes, I got 70% of what I wanted. Yes, I got 80%. I got 90%. Despite the change, despite the challenges that I had, I was able to achieve 80%, 90% of what I wanted to achieve that year. What do you start doing? One, create a system. I've said it before. Create a structure. A monthly structure, quarterly structure, weekly structure, daily structure. Create a structure. Have a routine, morning routine and evening routine. Have a plan ritual. Have a work-life balance. Yeah, I work to this time. From this time, I'm not working anymore. Have that. Develop systems in your business, in your personal life. Let your family know, every Monday we are like this, every Tuesday we are like this, and those systems, they are not add or die. They are good, they are guiding, they guide you. Of course, you can one or there are always exceptions to the rules, and there are also some times whereby you cannot keep to it. But generally, you know that there's a system flow that is going on. Very, very important. Very, very important. Then plan not just your time, plan your energy. Plan your energy. Know yourself. Know where you have your highest energy levels. When do I have my energy levels? Is it at the weekend? Is it at the beginning of the week? Is it at the middle of the week? Is it mornings? Is it afternoon? Is it when I'm alone? Is it when I'm with people? Know when you have your highest energy level and plan your tasks in those times. In those times, ask for support. Look at yourself. Ask your I want to lose weight. I cannot do it alone. I need an accountability partner. I need a fitness coach. I need a accountability, whatever. Ask for support. Call your sister, call your brother, call your husband, call your wife. Tell them, hey, I need support. I'm starting up a business. I need you to support me. Don't do it alone. Pray to God to give you the right people, the right connections to help you achieve your goals. Then I'll say two other things, then we'll round up for today. I don't like to do more than 30 minutes. Your mindset, the way you think, the way you respond, not react. Something will just happen, will react. There was, I think I said it in my life about 3 weeks ago. I reacted at work in a way I did not want to. I reacted at work in a way I did not want to. You know, I want to always learn to respond. And of course, I was gracious to myself. I knew that, hey, listen, there are some times that things happen, life happens, and you react in a way that you don't want to react. You understand me? Hello on Instagram. And you react in the way you don't want to react. But when you have that mindset, you know that your thoughts affect your actions, and your actions becomes your habit. Then you know what you see. You have to be very careful what you see, what you read, where you go to, what what you hear, what you listen to, because they affect the things you think. They affect your actions. So if you know this ripple effect and how it's going to go affect your mindset, you would protect your space. Yeah. You protect that space. You give it what you want it. You give it what you want it. Like now, I want to make moi moi. I will not put Gary to make moi moi for those of you for those of you that are Nigerians. I'll put in beans to make moi moi. You understand me? You want to make I don't know, you want to make coffee. You have to put coffee beans to be able to get a cup of coffee. So you don't plant one thing and expect another thing. So if you want good outcomes, good habits, watch what you are planting, watch your thoughts. You understand? Have a nice mindset. And in doing that, also get the necessary skills that will help you. The necessary skills that will help you, both paid, both free, both online, both offline. Get the necessary skills that will help you as a wife, as a husband, as a parent, father, mother, as a worker, as to achieve that thing you want to achieve. Get the necessary skills. Very, very important. Create that lifestyle you want to see yourself. I call it the rich lifestyle. Create it. Create it. The way you talk, the way you dress, the way who you allow to come into your space. Whoever you allow, because you know yourself. who you allow to come into your space. So, do you know yourself? Let me ask this question. Do you know yourself? Do you know your personality? Do you know your triggers? Do you know your coping mechanism? Do you know your stress cycle? For me, but for example, today I was a bit stressed. Not today, I think from yesterday I was stressed with about somebody. And today I just called one of my support at work, and I now hugged her and I told her, listen, a particular person is just I did not go into details, but only that word relieved me. I completed my own stress circle. I opened a vent for it to go out without going into details. Understand? So these are the things you need to learn to start and finish 2026 well. Do I have it all? No. Do I know a lot? Yes. Because I get those informations and I put them into practice. There's one thing I am doing since yesterday, and I encourage my kids, I encourage people in my group also to do. I said, look for 100 things that you are grateful for throughout this year. And I started my own yesterday, and now I'm in number 26. And funny enough, there's some things that I've forgotten that happened this year. You know, I published one of my book. I thought it was is in German. It was at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, I also traveled to Turkey. Something to be grateful for. I had an operation this year, and it all went well. A lot of things to be grateful for. A lot of things to be grateful for. I organized programs this year. I just wrote them down. Like I said, I am number 26. So, do I have it all? No. Do I know it all? No. I'm a work in progress, in process and in progress, because there's nothing like perfection. So I'm giving you guys what I am learning, reading, and what I'm experiencing, and it will help you. And one thing you should take over to 2026 is gratitude. Gratitude. I keep screaming it out. Gratitude is a simple tool that can change everything for you. It gives you strength to continue. So I will stop here. So share with me what you will do different for 2026. So if you are saying, I don't know where to start from, I don't know the skills, what skills I need, where to get those skills, let me tell you, I'm organizing a 2 days reset challenge, and it's all free. 2 days reset challenge is called the balance. Yes, it's only in English. Yes, only in English. A 2 days reset balance. It's for 2 days, whereby you are going to get clarity, calm, structure, emotional balance, productivity without pressure, and it will help you to start your 2026 on a good fit. But if you say, I cannot wait till 1st and 2nd of January, I want it now, you can register for my Stress to Success coaching program. You have it. You have a 1 session, you have a 3-week session, and you have a 3-month session. God has given you power. God has given each and every one of us enough power. Karin, thank you for joining. You speak German, Karin, on Instagram. I also offer one-on-one courses also in German, but most of my coaching classes are in English. So, and in my Stress to Success program, you have a one session clarity session. You have a 3 weeks and you have a 3 months. You understand? But the balance reset challenge is on the 1st and on the 2nd of January, 6 p.m. on Zoom. So registration is compulsory, but it is free. Okay, so see you next year see you next week as we come live for our next session. God bless you. Keep celebrating in this December. Keep winning and don't allow stress to get a better part of you. God bless you. See you next week.